priorities right then. God, millennials, can I ask you?
There are road users who will break the rules of the road. I have no sympathy with those people whatsoever. We all know what we should be doing. If you're a driver and you choose not to obey the rules of the road, I would hope that the consequences in terms of penalties, financial, whatever they may be, are severe.
Ian Temperton there, absolutely furious. He's right though, dangerous driving can wreak havoc on our highways. But sometimes it seems you don't even need to be on the roads to be at risk. As the staff at fashion store Plato's Closet, so many questions about that name, in Wisconsin discovered.
It was a Friday morning and we had been open for just over an hour. Usually we have more customers in the store at that time.
The little boy was watching me put on new clothes under me.
Oh, Penny, you get my shoes. My slipper.
To try them on. It was a regular morning. I just looked over at Liz and she just had panic on her face.
When I heard the car crash, I put my hands to my ears and I just ran. All the customers were just in disbelief that it had happened.
There was just glass everywhere. It shot into everything.
It definitely felt like we were in a movie.
It did not feel real.
The people who were hit by the car were a mother and her daughter. One of them got stuck between two racks, and the other one was hit.
To her, her little boy was watching me, and he had moved over just about 2 inches, and a minute later, the car came crashing through. The counter hit right where he would have been 2 inches previously, so it was just incredible that he wasn't injured. The mom hopped onto this counter. She just wanted to make sure her son was okay because he just screamed, "Mom." And then that's when she found out that she was more injured than she had thought. But she just laid on the counter until medical attention came.
The driver of the vehicle was a woman in her late 70s.
I had just heard that she got her foot stuck between the gas and the brake. The woman stayed in her car for about 45 minutes after the accident occurred. I think she was still in shock and just embarrassed. But when she was taken out of her car through the passenger door, she just walked by us and didn't say anything. She wasn't prosecuted because it was private property. I think things could have been a lot worse just with the little boy and any of the customers that might have been in the front of the store.
It was definitely a very scary and traumatic experience for everyone involved. Had it not been a couple minutes later, we probably wouldn't even be here to tell the story.
The older you get, your faculties can escape you. But occasionally, your eyesight goes. You're not quite as quick to react. Often there are calls for retesting, maybe 5-10 years, just have a quick refresh, quick retest to make sure that you still can remember the rules of the road. You know what, I think that's quite a positive idea for everybody, no matter whether you are Lewis Hamilton or, you've been driving a few years just to get from A to B. It's something you think you can remember how to do, it's something you think you're very good at. But maybe it might be a good idea just to check on yourself every now and then, just to make sure you're at least reaching a minimum standard.
is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. Start your family's legacy. USAA. See if you can become a member today.
Employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
A diaper this leak-free sets them free. Only Pampers Cruisers 360 have a 360 stretchy waistband for up to 100% leak-proof fit on every wild child. Pampers Cruisers 360, the #1 pull-on diaper.
Found my breast cancer. They quite literally saved my life.
Planned Parenthood has changed my life for the better, making sure that I am healthy and safe, but also educated.
I felt welcome. I felt like I wasn't being judged. If Planned Parenthood disappeared, people that live in areas like myself would lose access to healthcare.
It would just be like a really scary reality.
I'm for Planned Parenthood because they provide care to...
You done? You done the dinner?
Wise words there from Alex, who knows, as every driver does, that it can be tough out there on our roads. Sometimes just getting from A to B will see your path fraught with felony, littered with losers, and rammed with road rages. But every once in a while, something happens that proves that, without a doubt, what goes around comes around. And that, folks, is called karma. First up, we have the parable of the pleb at the petrol pump, also known as the ass who got gas. This gypsy driver was so busy cutting up his helmet cam comrade, he hasn't noticed he's left his wallet and his phone on his roof. Lucky for him, our big-hearted biker picks up the wallet and pursues him like a knight in shining leather. But despite our hero's gallant efforts, it's less than a warm welcome from Prince Charming here. So to you, mate.
Candy.
Not to be disheartened, our protagonist persists with his pursuit. Is not feeling the brotherly love.
Did you eat? Huh?
Sorry, brother.
Did you eat?
The ungrateful git is left with a smashed phone, and the moral of the story is, when it comes to wayward wallets, it's finders keepers. No, sorry, that's not right. The moral of the story is, of course, treat others as you